I'm gone for a week, and this is what I come back to. Let's talk. What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Friday, October 23rd, and that means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. We actually had some games launched this week, so let's jump right into it. Amnesia Rebirth, the sequel to 2010's Amnesia Darkest Dungeon, a first-person horror game, launched this week. It's got an 84 Metacritic, and I think all the way up to the launch of the game, the developers were kind of teasing that it would be less psychological horror. They were going to do something different with the horror style. I've been interested in this. I played Amnesia Darkest Descent. I think that's where kind of the seeds were planted for me to really like first-person horror games. And there was a lot of puzzles in it. I think maybe that's what they're moving away from in Rebirth, and they're going to go for more atmospheric horror than kind of the first-person kind of direct horror that was in Dark Descent. So if you pick up Amnesia Darkest Dungeon, see, I'm gonna screw that up. If you pick up Amnesia Rebirth, then let me know what you think down below. Yeah, I'm really interested in playing this game. It's perfectly in time for the spooky scaries of the world, so looking forward to seeing more and hearing more about it. Cool. Moving right along, Congresswoman Alexandria, I always mess up her. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, also known as AOC, streamed Among Us this week, and it broke a lot of records. It got a lot of hype, so I just wanted to talk about it. Not only for the fact that AOC is awesome, not only for the fact that Among Us is breaking all the records right now, but the fact that it's breaking, and there was a lot of really cool clips that I saw. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. So 430K viewers watched it on Twitch. So, and then across the other different platforms that she was streaming on, she also got what seems like over 1 million views, which is awesome. I don't know that this is as big as the whole Ninja and Drake kind of Fortnite stream, but it's really well up there. I think that one had like 460K viewers, and so this one at 430 is really good. This also harkens back to, I believe, like Bernie Sanders had tried to do a Twitch stream, and so one of the articles I read this week was like, is this the future of politics? Is trying to get on a Twitch stream and make it work? So I just kind of salute the fact that she went where people are to try and spread her messages of registering to vote and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it was really cool. Also, it just looked like it was a fun time. I was busy and I didn't get to actually watch it live, but I saw some of the highlights and it was really fun. So let me know what your favorite clip was down below in the comments. Ghost of Tsushima Legends, the multiplayer portion of Ghost of Tsushima that's been out for about 2 weeks now. Their first raid, the first four-player raid with story content has launched today, actually. And they also let everybody know what the kind of light level or gear score, or no, what their key level is, what their kind of gear score is called. They let everybody know today what the gear score level that you will have to have in order to start the raid is, that being 100. So I've only played it for like 2 or 3 hours. I think my light level's like 20 or so still got a ways to go, but looking forward. I'm really just kind of impressed with the fact that this is a free multiplayer update to a single player game that released a couple months ago, and the fact that they're really adding more and more content. So I think it's just really exciting to see that they're really building out this kind of multiplayer functionality. So good for the devs at Sucker Punch, and I hope it continues to go and we continue to see more content and more people get involved and excited for it, because I think it's really impressive what they're doing there. Let me know what your main is on Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I'm currently a Ronin because I like to kind of I like having a little bit of the tricks of the trade, or a little bit of everybody, jack of all trades. So that's what my character has been. Ubisoft has done a lot of rebranding over the course of the last few months. So, this week we saw another big rebrand. They have Ubisoft Connect, which is pretty much just a cut and dry rebrand of Uplay or Ubisoft Club. Anybody who's played like an Assassin's Creed game probably knows about it. It's that weird login screen that you try and remember what's the password for something you haven't logged in since the last time you played an Assassin's Creed game. So you probably have one of these if you played an Ubisoft game, but they're kind of rebranding it all together, making sure there's a big app support behind it. So that whole process of like linking all of your Ubisoft games together, and they have their own achievement system, I believe. Last time I logged into Uplay, and you get like skins across all, and you earn kind of a gamer score across each of the different games you play. So yeah, Ubisoft is kind of putting that all together, packaging it all up, giving it a nice new polish in Ubisoft Connect. So looking forward to seeing how that gets fleshed out, especially as next gen comes in. And you got a bunch of big Ubisoft games coming just this, especially with Watch Dogs Legions coming out, just a week away. So, and then a couple weeks after that, we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So yeah, it looks like they're gonna be putting this in place just in the nick of time. Amazon's cloud streaming service Luna is officially moving forward, and it is started sending out beta access for people. So if you signed up to be an Amazon Luna tester, then look for that in your mailbox. I haven't gotten mine yet, but I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, that I can be able to check this out just to see how different it is from Google Stadia, which I already kind of regret my purchase of. But I'm glad that I have a Google Stadia controller somewhere in this apartment. But yeah, hopefully Amazon can avoid the pitfalls of Google Stadia. But we'll see what it looks like, and whether or not it delivers on the promises. Fourth, everyone's new favorite publisher, Devolver Digital, is making moves. They acquired a studio this week. So the Crow team, which is the developers behind Serious Sam and the Serious Sam series, as well as the Talos Principle, they've acquired them. They've been partnered for quite a long time. I just looked up that like Serious Sam and Talos Principle were already published by Devolver, so this seems more like a strengthening of a contract that probably already existed, where they the developer publisher relationship that already existed there. Nothing breaking the mold. These people already work together, so might as well kind of acquire them. The article I read made it more of like a partnership because they already work together. So nothing big news. The reason I dug into it is because Serious Sam 4 launched like a couple months ago, or no, a month ago, a couple weeks ago. So I thought like, oh, this acquisition deals don't usually come around when games launch, because that's when a big developers get a big flush of money right when a game launches, and so that can make them worth more depending on how it goes. But if this partnership has already existed for a long time, then this that kind of thinking doesn't really apply. So good on them. I hope Devolver Digital can continue to kind of build themselves up, because I think they're making a lot more of a splash, and people started noticing them and what became more familiar with their name with Fall Guys. So hopefully they can continue to build themselves up. We have an anniversary this week. The anniversary of the apocalypse happened this week. What I'm talking about is Fallout 76 is having a free players weekend to celebrate the anniversary of when the bombs fell in the Fallout universe, which happened on October 23rd. And so for that, they are celebrating not the apocalypse that we're all currently witnessing, but the apocalypse in the game. I was just looking for an excuse to get my friends involved in Fallout 76. So I just kind of want to highlight that, so that hopefully someone will play Fallout 76 with me besides my lovely wife. So looking forward to hopefully trying it out. Maybe join me in the post-apocalyptic wasteland of West Virginia. A company with the clever name of Plate Station is selling faceplates for that you can start to pre-order for your PlayStation 5. So for $40, if you want to change from the white kind of router-looking version of the PlayStation 5, you can go to platestation5.com, I think is the URL. And for $40, you can make your PlayStation faceplate blue, red, black, camouflage, chromatic. I think those are the colors they have so far. I really thought the blue or the black one really piqued my interest. So I might or might not have already pre-ordered one, even though I haven't secured my PlayStation 5 yet. So looking forward to kind of changing those up, and especially since the PlayStation showed us how to take it apart, it should be quite easy. It showed to be quite easy to just pop the plates off and replace them with different ones. So I think this allows for a lot more customization for people who want to do that, or taking them off so you can wrap them with something cool. Yeah, I think that'll be a lot more involved when we're looking at next gen consoles. Moving right along, I had to talk about this because I'm very excited for it. Darkest Dungeon 2 is is officially coming out. They kind of announced it this last week, and they're taking the Hades approach, where they're going early access on the Epic Game Store exclusively. That'll start sometime next year in 2021, but I'm super excited for it. I don't typically buy early access games, but I'm a huge fan of Darkest Dungeon. I recently beat the entire game for the first time just a couple months ago, so I really like it. The board game on Kickstarter has caught my eye too, just as a random piece of information out there. But looking forward to Darkest Dungeon 2 because I really love the atmosphere and gameplay. Looking forward to potentially playing that on the Epic Game Store. I have to get an Epic Game Store account because I don't already have one. Or maybe I do because I have a Fortnite account. But looking forward to playing that exclusively on the Epic Game Store in early access in 2021. Last but certainly not least, that weird fleshy, H.G. Geiger game called Scorn that is exclusive to Xbox. We got to see some gameplay this week. You definitely see all the fleshy bits. No, you definitely see, kind of gives you that feel of just the weird tone that they're going for. It's just the first person. We're holding this weird organic gun. It looked really weird to me. It was really off-putting, and also reminded me that the word fleshy is a weird word, and I'm gonna stop saying it. But yeah, we saw some Scorn gameplay this week. Someone made a kind of a BioShock related comment that I saw, so kind of piqued my interest at that point. But just it kind of grew on me, no pun intended. That the kind of art style that they're going for. Hopefully, I can get over that, and that it really shows you that you're just kind of dropped into this location, and you have to kind of figure your way out, very much like the theme of BioShock, where you're placed in a unique world, and then you try to figure it out and get out of it. Yeah, let me know what you think of the Scorn gameplay that I will have linked down below in the description. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch to see more great content like this. I'll have links down in the description below. Thanks again. Hope you all have a super day. Hope you have a super weekend. And I hope you have a super day. Bye!